Hey guys, welcome to the video. My name's Amanda. I'm a fourth year vet student and today's video is all about what a day in the life of my externship looks like. So for those of you who have been following along, you will know that I started my fourth year of vet school, which is my clinical year, and my very first clinical experience is my 8-week mixed animal externship. So I started that in the middle of May and I'm officially halfway done, so I figured it was time to sit down and film a video and give you guys a better idea of what a day in the life at that externship looks like. So the clinic that I'm at is a mixed animal practice, which means they treat cats and dogs, but they also treat farm animals, so horses, cows, pigs, chickens, you name it. With that being said, the majority of my days I spend in the small animal clinic because that's what I want to go into in the future, so that's where I've been putting the majority of my time. So today's video is going to be based off one of my days in the small animal clinic. If you guys want to follow along on my fourth year journey as I go through my clinical year, make sure you like this video, subscribe down below, and also feel free to check out my Instagram account at StudentVetAmanda, where I've been giving kind of like daily/weekly updates on what my fourth year is looking like, everything that I'm getting up to, and some exciting things that I have coming up in the future. So with that being said, let's jump into a day at my externship. Now my morning typically starts off around 6:30 because that gives me enough time to get up in the morning, wake Link up, get him fed, take him outside, as well as make my coffee. You guys know that I don't really function without coffee and I am not a morning person, so the fact that I'm waking up at 6:30 every day is kind of crazy. So coffee is definitely a necessity. Recently I have been drinking Javi coffee, which is actually a coffee concentrate, which is something that I've never tried before, but I have been loving it. One bottle makes approximately 30 cups of coffee, so I'm working my way through it. Javi has made my morning routine so easy and so efficient because all I have to do is fill up my cup with water, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of the Javi concentrate, and my coffee is good to go. Honestly, this is some of the best iced coffee I have ever made, and I think I am a coffee concentrate convert. I don't know if I'll ever go back, but I have absolutely been loving this, and I cannot start my mornings without it. Once my coffee is made and Link is taken care of, head out the door and I drive 45 minutes to my externship clinic, which has been a little bit of a drive, but honestly the views are gorgeous and it's a lot of back roads, so I really cannot complain, and it's a nice way to just start my morning. On my drives in the morning, I have been putting on the Survivor podcast. Rob has a podcast and have been absolutely loving it. Shout out to Omer for doing so well on Survivor. We watched every episode, we were your little fan club, and we're very proud of you. Timing wise, I always get to the clinic around 8 o'clock and things get busy very quickly. The clinic that I'm at typically has between 3 to 6 surgeries every single day. So first thing in the morning, we intake all of the surgery patients, and for all of the surgery patients, we get pre-op blood as well as do a physical exam to make sure that they're healthy enough for surgery and to undergo anesthesia. Once all of the patients are checked in and we have a surgery plan for the day, we go ahead and set up for surgery and get the ball rolling on that. The flow of surgery usually starts with pre-medicating our patients, which just makes them a little bit sleepy and a little bit more relaxed as we start the surgery induction process. It takes anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes for that pre-med to kick in, and once it does, we take the patient out, we place an IV catheter, which I have been getting a lot better at. It was one of my weak points in my surgery labs in third year, but so far 4 weeks into my externship, I can say that I'm finally getting better at them. And then once we have an IV catheter placed, we induce our patients and then intubate them and get them ready for surgery. Intubation is also another thing that I have been working on. It's been one of the skills that I really wanted to improve at my externship, and I think it's getting pretty good. I'm even getting decent at intubating brachycephalic dogs, which was one of my struggles beforehand. Once we've intubated our patient, we hook them up to oxygen and the anesthetic machine and get them clipped and ready for surgery. Then we move them into the surgery suite, get them all scrubbed up and ready for surgery. Like I said, the clinic that I'm at sees a lot of surgeries, and I've seen a lot of cool, really different cases, and I've actually gotten to scrub in on a couple surgeries. I've seen leg amputations, splenectomies, GDVs, and then of course your spays, neuters, and your dentals. Surgery is one of my main interests in vet med, so I'm so glad that I've seen such a wide caseload of surgeries and I've gotten to be a part of some really cool procedures. Once we finish up with surgery, we recover our patients and move them back into their cage and get them all snugly and warm and comfortable so that they can recover from the surgery nicely. And then we do it all over again for however many surgeries we have that day. Surgeries typically end around 12:30 to 2:30, and once they do, then I move on to medicine for the afternoon. All of the doctors that I work with are absolutely fantastic and have allowed me to take a really hands-on role during my externship experience. experience, and they really try to involve me in all of the medicine appointments that they see that day. My afternoons obviously vary depending on what appointments come into the clinic and what cases we have to see, but it ranges from vaccine appointments and healthy wellness exams to ear infections, eye infections, diabetes, or endocrine cases. And then in between all of those cases, I'm really trying to work on my technical skills, so taking and interpreting x-rays, preparing ear cytology, and looking under a microscope and really trying to interpret what I'm seeing on those slides, helping to come up with treatment plans for certain cases like dogs that are not eating or dogs that have pancreatitis. But then also through all of that, I've really been trying to work on my communication skills and learning how to talk to clients and learning how to communicate information in the most effective way possible. My day at the clinic typically wraps up around 7 o'clock, which means when I get home, I basically come home, eat, shower, write down some information about the cases that I've seen that day, hang out with Link, and then go to bed. I know in one of my previous videos I had originally said that I was going to start studying for my NAVLE when I started my externship, and plans have changed slightly, so I haven't really had the time to sit down at the end of the day and study for my NAVLE. With that being said, the cases that I'm exposed to every day and the experiences that I'm having on my externship are helping me study without me technically sitting down to study. I feel like I've learned so much in the past 4 weeks, honestly more than I've probably learned in the past 3 years of vet school, so inadvertently I've kind of been studying this whole time anyway, I just haven't really been using vet prep to do it. But my plan is that once I finish my externship and have a little bit more time at the end of the day, I will actually start going through vet prep and studying and come up with a much better study plan than I had before. So once I do that, I will keep you guys updated and let you know what my study plan is and what that whole process looks like, because as of right now, I don't really know. So there you have it. That is a typical day at my veterinary externship. Honestly, no 2 days really look the same because the cases vary every single day, but that's kind of like a loose structure of what a day typically looks like. My days on large are also quite different because we're out on farm calls and I'm in the truck for most of the day, so I'm not technically in the clinic. I'm just going from farm to farm and seeing different cases there. But like I said, the majority of my time is spent in the small animal clinic. I have 4 weeks of this externship left and I know that the time is absolutely going to fly by, but once I'm done that, I jump right into my OVC rotations. I think my first one is neurology, so let me know if you guys want me to bring you along for all of those rotations as well. And if there's any other 4th year content that you'd like to see, definitely let me know down below and I will add it to my filming list. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Hi! Bye! Obviously, I couldn't film a video without Link making an appearance. Alright, bye guys!